Hello. Hey, today I'd like to share a little story with everybody about something that happened to me recently, which is going to segue into my persuasive speech topic. Several days ago, I had the opportunity as I was driving to Lakeside Village, for those of you who are familiar with the area here in Lakeland, and as I was going down Hardin Boulevard, I saw a vehicle swerving in and out of the lane to the right and going slower than the rest of the traffic. As I approached the vehicle, I naturally thought maybe there's some sort of mechanical issue, something was going on, maybe medical distress, whatever. So as I went to approach to pass the vehicle on the left, I happened to look over to see a young lady sitting behind the wheel, both hands on her cellular phone, steering the vehicle with her leg. I thought, wow, that is pretty talented. And then I realized that this is a problem. This is just the beginning of an epidemic. Now, if you've never had the opportunity to see something like this, you could probably go online to any various internet search websites, and you can type in text and drive incidents, accidents, fatalities, and just about every story that you'll read or hear on there begins with something like this. I'd like to share some startling data with you. The Ad Council reports that over 1 million people chat and text while driving each day. 60% of drivers that are on the road right now use cell phones while driving. A texting driver is 23 times more likely to get into an auto accident than a non-texting driver. There are on average 1.6 million accidents per year, 25% of which are caused by texting drivers, basically distracted drivers. So what does this result in? Okay. A study provided to the Washington Times by the National Highway Transit Safety Authority reported that 3,328 motor vehicle accident fatalities and 500,000 injuries were attributed to distracted driving, which included, of course, texting and driving. Every year, according to the Federal Highway Safety Motor Vehicle Association, 11 teenagers are killed each day due to texting and driving. Now, studies show that it takes a sober driver about 0.54 or a little over half a second to respond and hit their brakes and stop. An individual who is on a cellular phone making a call can take up to 36 feet more outside of that half a second to come to a stop. An individual on a text phone, an individual texting can take up to 70 feet from the time they're aware of what's going on to where they stop. The average person takes their eyes off the road for 5 seconds when they're aware of a text or a call come in. So basically what you're looking at, if you're going 55 miles an hour, okay, and you have your eyes off the road for 5 seconds, you basically have gone the length of a football field. Now, if you think about this in consideration with today's current highway speed limits, which are in excess of 60, 65, 70, in those 5 seconds you've gone much further. So what's being done? You would imagine that the federal government and the Department of Transportation has stepped in, and they have, but they're not all states across the board are on the same page. In fact, some states don't even have any sort of restrictions with regards to texting and driving. While other states that do, the penalties vary. For example, in Virginia, which has the 18th largest population in the United States, levies a fine of $20 and considers texting and driving a second-class offense. Alaska, which has the 48th, which is ranked 48th in population in the United States, levies a fine of up to $10,000 and potentially up to a year in prison. And of course, this is a state that has, less people driving. So you figure the states that have a higher population, a higher populace driving, would have higher penalties, or levy would higher penalties, but they don't. So what do we need? What do we need to do at this point? At this time, I'm asking you to take personal accountability for what's going on. I'm asking you to take responsibility. I'm asking you to take accountability to put down the phone when you're out driving, when you get a text, when you get a call. They're not that important. It can wait. So if you take anything away from this, remember, put down the phone. It's not that important. It can wait. Thank you.